Next up, Xiong speaking on a solid future for safe, powerful batteries.
Do you have the feeling that our phones and laptops keep getting smarter, but we end up having to charge more often? Do you remember the exploding cell phones and Tesla batteries? Capacity and safety. These are two major pain points of lithium-ion batteries that we are using every day. We need a revolutionary battery design, and this is where the concept of all solid-state batteries fits in. What are solid-state batteries? Conventional batteries generate electricity by transporting lithium ions between two electrodes immersed in a liquid electrolyte, whereas solid batteries use a solid electrolyte as the ion transportation medium. They are better because A, without a flammable solvent, they are intrinsically safer, and B, they promise much higher energy densities because they can use better electrodes that are incompatible with the liquid setup, such as lithium metal. This all sounds wonderful, but you may be wondering, how can something flow through a solid? We know that a solid is rigid, denser, and has smaller gaps between their atoms. So lithium ions will have trouble flowing through it. You can think of a solid as I-85 at 8 a.m. and a liquid as the Autobahn in Germany. My research is to discover solid materials with large, smooth pathways in their structure that promote the flow of lithium ions. To do that, I can tweak a solid's composition to create more spaces in their structures by mixing in some certain elements selected by computational tools. However, a prediction by a computer is one thing. Actually making it is another. Conventionally, people use a cook and look approach. So if you think about baking a pie, that's essentially putting the ingredient into the oven, setting a temperature and a timer, and then opening the oven to see if you get a perfect pie or just a plate of ash. Not very efficient. We want the ability to look through the window, see how our pie is doing, and then adjust the recipe accordingly. Specifically, my oven window is this special experimental setup that allows me to monitor the crystal structure of the solid material using these X-ray techniques while I'm synthesizing or cooking it. This method gives me more control over the process and much more data than just a finished product. With this method, I have discovered a series of novel solid materials with high enough conductivities to enable fully functional batteries. And with these promising results, I believe this technology will soon revolutionize the area of rechargeable batteries. And one day, we will no longer need to worry about hunting for chargers. Thank you.